Kurt completely smashed his guitar, blew his voice out. The dust is settling, stopped the tape. I go, okay, guys, I guess let's call it today and let's pick up tomorrow. And I'm thinking, the only song that was done to a click was Lithium. There's a funny story why we did Lithium to a click. The day we tracked it, they started playing, you know, do, 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 do. As soon as they kicked in, it sped up, and not bad, you know, speeding up's okay in rock and roll.
Yeah.
But it was the only time I noticed it really kind of lurching, and Kurt noticed that too, and he said, what do we do? I just don't like the way this is feeling. And we did 3 or 4 takes, and we got to the end of one of the takes. They didn't even finish the end. Kurt just said, stop, stop, stop. He goes, this doesn't feel right to me. And then he launched into Endless Nameless.
Okay.
And I've never seen so much rage on a person's face. Like, it was scary.
And you were still rolling the tape.
We were rolling the tape.
Yeah.
And they launched into that song. At the end, Kurt completely smashed his guitar, blew his voice out. And I think he was, on that particular take, he was playing his left-handed Mosrite. And he smashed it to bits. And it ended up, the dust is settling, stopped the tape. I go, okay, guys, I guess let's call it today and let's pick up tomorrow. And I'm thinking, oh, damn, I got to go find a left-handed Mosrite. Like, he had a couple of other backup guitars there. He liked that particular Mosrite. I pulled Dave aside before they went out the door and said, have you ever played to a click? And he said, no, why? And he goes, I think maybe we should try it. You know, it might be worth it on the song to keep a really steady groove. And he came in the next day, and I said, how'd it go with the click? He said, I think it's okay. I don't like playing too much, but I think it'll be okay. So we roll a click, Lithium, first take, boom, done. Perfect. I mean, I didn't have to do any drum editing. I was just like, oh my God, Dave Grohl is a machine. He told me years later doing Wasting Light that when I asked him to play with a click track, I broke his heart. But only for one day.